Alright, so hey guys, I'm Zorlance and this is Let's Play 5 minutes of Phantasy Star 4, otherwise known as Phantasy Star 4 The End of the Millennium. Phantasy Star 4 was a console RPG released on the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive in 1993, December 93 in Japan, February 95 in America, and December 95 in Europe. So it took 2 years to port over from Japan to America, which is disappointingly slow. Things are a little bit better now, but back in the day they sure were slow for whatever reason. Now, Phantasy Star 4, as I'm sure you can guess, was the 4th game in the Phantasy Star series. It was also the last before Sega switched from the archetypal console RPG to their online series, Phantasy Star Online, and the subsequent sequels to that. Now, Phantasy Star Online was actually the first Phantasy Star game I played, and that got me into looking into the background of Phantasy Star games, where they came from, and it made me get Phantasy Star Collection on the Game Boy Advance, because that's around about the time I got into Phantasy Star. Phantasy Star 4 did not come on the Phantasy Star Collection for the Game Boy Advance. It came with it on the Genesis, that was only released in Japan, but the Game Boy Advance version only had Phantasy Star 1, 2 and 3. So I played Phantasy Star 1, I tried to play them in order, completed Phantasy Star 1, and boy, is that one aged game. I don't recommend you play it unless you're like hardcore into your old school RPGs, because it's aged terribly. Phantasy Star 2 I've still not completed, even though it's much better than the original. Never really, well, I did kind of get into it, but I never finished it for some reason. And Phantasy Star 3 I never got into, despite the fact it's a very interesting sounding game. And after playing all of them, I finally obtained, I guess is the word I'm looking for, Phantasy Star 4 on the Genesis, and played it and completed it. Again, I'm not sure it's aged too well. It's a slow game, it feels like a game from the mid to early 90s. Yeah, it's like the sort of early-ish Final Fantasy games that just aren't as good anymore. So, yeah, here we are, we're playing for about 5 minutes. I've not talked about any of the story or anything, I've not even been paying attention to what's been going on, because I've just been sitting here chatting away. But yeah, we're in a sort of academy headquarters as trainee soldiers, mercenaries. It's been, what's the word I'm looking for? Monsters have, well, there we go, sort of come up there, inhabited the area. We'll use that word. Monsters have inhabited the academy, and we're going to go and exterminate them. See if I can do that in 5 minutes. I doubt it. But there's something deep here. There's something deep to this. Will we get to see what it is? Lots of characters to talk to. Yikes! How rude! How rude of you, sir! Now, one thing that's interesting about this is that you can't walk into a statue, you move to the left or the right automatically, like that. I'm trying to walk into it now, and I get pushed off to the side. I guess it's interesting, not really. Let me through! Take me with you! I am Han! Well, we're just past the 4-minute mark. So, probably won't be able to do much more. If anyone's played this for 5 minutes, just to sort of, I don't know, have fun or something, I guess. Story is long, lots of talking, too much talking. I wanted to show you a fight. I challenge you to a joust. I challenge you to an or one person who is watching this video will get that joke, the rest of you will be utterly confused. And that's good enough for me. Don't run away, I want to fight you. Oh, you jerk. Hardcore battle music there. Alright, so once this battle's over, I'm gonna finish playing. just wanted to show you the battle music because it's so odd, I think is the word I'm looking for there. Badass. That is mid-90s shit. Alright guys, that's the end of that. That's Phantasy Star 4. That's the first battle. You should go play this game, it's quite good. Phantasy Star series. If you played Phantasy Star Online, then you owe it to yourself to go and check out the past games. I'm Zorlance, and I'm out for now. Adios.